What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to talk about the best firearm for everyday carry at work at a dirty job, right? I'm talking where your pockets are going to get full of stuff more than just pocket lint, right? Everyday carry in your pocket, normally you're just going to have pocket lint and just regular stuff that's very easy to clean. You don't have to clean it as much and so on, but that's not the case if you work in a blue collar or trade or something like that. But before we get started, please hit the like button. Please drop a comment down below, put an emoji, just say hi, whatever you want to put, a video request, I don't care, throw it down there. That really helps the channel out. But there's a lot of different ways you can look at this, and this is just the way that I've looked at it, and how I've also come to this answer is through trial and error, right? I've literally carried these things. I've tried different firearms out, many different firearms, I should say, many different pocket holsters, and I've came to the conclusion of what the best dirty work carry is, right? So to get started, we have this pocket carry option. This is your typical pocket carry. So I pocket carry, majority of the time at work. Sometimes I carry in my urban carry holster, which is actually really nice as well. It's just a little harder in the summer for me and where I'm working right now. But for a pocket carry option, all these LCPs, the LCP Max, the Taurus Spectrum, the Diamondback DB9, Beretta Pico, the Bodyguard, all these small firearms, they're great. But they're more for everyday carry, pocket carry. They're not meant for a dirty environment. They're cheaper. They're also not meant for an environment where you're going to have stuff hitting your pocket. You're going to be bumping into stuff. Stuff is going to fall. You're going to have tools. Because these are just lighter. They're cheaper. And they can break much easier. And what I mean by breaking, just taking dents out of the frame, stuff like that. They're just smaller and they're just not as rugged and reliable overall. A lot of people have issues with their little pocket pistols, whether that's the fact that they can't handle snappiness, therefore failures to extract, I don't know, but a lot of people claim their pocket pistols are unreliable. So basically, on top of that, a lot of the Ruger LCPs and other options, they have rust issues. The Bodyguard should be pretty good. The Diamondback DB9 should be pretty good. Also, this Taurus Spectrum, but a lot of these other, a lot of the LCPs tend to have rust issues. And if you know pocket carry, it's going to be a lot of moisture, especially in the summer and hot areas. A lot of moisture, even in the winter. Your body is fighting that cold off, so it's producing its own heat. So your layers are going to be, your first layers are going to sweat. Basically, your boxers, your pants. It just is what it is, and I know that because I'll pull my firearm out of my pocket, even in a pocket holster, and you can see all the moisture on it. It's just like it'd be carrying appendix. You can see the moisture on it. So I've ruled pocket pistols out. Are pocket pistols great? Yes, I'm a huge advocate for pocket pistols. I carry them just like today. I had a Bodyguard in my pocket, just going to the movies, going to the park, going to play with the kids, riding a bike. They are awesome. You cannot deny having a pocket pistol is a necessity for everyday carry. Simply, you can have something on you at all times that nobody will ever know about unless there's a metal detector. The next up that a lot of people go to is these Micro 9s. In my opinion, even though my Hellcat has been flawless, I've had issues with stuff like the SIG P365. The Shield Plus has been great, stuff like that, but I just feel like these were meant to be lighter and less durable firearms. I don't know what it is about it. That just is my opinion. I feel like these are less durable, and they haven't proven themselves for as long. And that was just my reasoning for not taking this to work to pocket carry. Also, SIGs have rust issues and stuff like that. I don't trust it. Just like I tried pocket carrying my Taurus GX4, and literally after a day, after I saw how dirty and gunked up and how moist it was, I said, heck no, this finish is not going to last. I'm going to have rust issues immediately. So I sort of got rid of the idea of carrying a double stack Micro 9. Also, I know you can leave the mag half loaded, but with a full mag, it's going to be much heavier than some of these single stacks, right? And like I said, less testing. So in my mind, that's what got rid of the double stack Micro 9s. Also, the price of them. They tend to be, well, I guess the GX4 is cheaper and the Max 9 and stuff, but if you're thinking Canik MC9 and up, that's $425 all the way up to, $800 for some of these double stack Micro 9s. So what I came down to is single stacks, right? The forgotten firearms of the everyday carry world, right? Or at least what YouTube will tell you and other review channels. They will say that these single stacks are no longer relevant. They don't make sense. In my opinion, they're extremely relevant and they make a lot of sense. Let's go down the line. Glock 43, you can find these for $400. The FN503, you can find these for $400. The Walther PPS M2 LE, which came with 3 mags, I think I got this for like $320. And then the CZ P10M right now I just saw for $275. I mean, these are just unbelievable prices. This, you're getting Glock reliability. This FN has already proved itself. This has been my work carry for the last 3 years. This FN503. And yes, the finish is worn out, and yes, it's beat up and scratched up, and you can see a lot of the dings and the dents, and that's what I was talking about. You're gonna hit stuff. I fell off a ladder with this Luckily, I had my Vetter pocket holster because this is what I trust for work. I will not carry any other way in my pocket but having a full Kydex shield like this, a nice claw, and also a push tab, right? So that you can just leave that holster in your pocket when you go to draw. On top of that, part of my reasoning is these firearms have been around for a long time now and are very, very well known to be reliable. Also, parts availability is huge for when you're pocket carrying in a dirty environment. Whereas the CZP-10M doesn't have a ton of parts everywhere, all these other options do. Also, the shield. I ordered another Shield 40, but this one's not ported because the porting allows more stuff to get in there. So I just got a regular Shield 40 rebate. I mean, it was $300 on clearance, plus the Smith & Wesson rebate right now it qualified for. I get 3 extra mags. So I'll get 5 mags of a Shield 40 2.0, and I'm going to convert it to 357 SIG. So I'll get 5 mags and a 357 SIG shield, $300 plus $150 for that barrel, $450. I got a small, light 357 SIG setup. That is my next work carry. And also I ordered a Vetter pocket locker holster. Shout out to Vetter. They make the best pocket holsters. This is the only way I carry. Glock 43, FN 503, PPS. I even have one for my CZP-10M at work. That is how I carry. But what's nice about it is, for instance, this Glock. You know you're never going to have rust issues with a Glock, so you can take that out as long as you maintain your firearm. Also, they run through a lot of dirt and grit and gunk. Even though I clean my pocket pistols every single week after a week of carry, these should be able to last a little longer than that. On top of that, you know how easy it is? Right now, I can go order an upper parts kit and a lower parts kit like this for $150 for a Glock 43, all OEM parts, and swap them out. Let's say I have too much gunk buildup and it starts doing wear and damage and stuff like that. Easy fix, simple. And also, it's a cheaper firearm. You don't feel like you're bringing a $600 firearm to work that is just going to get beat up and just damaged and ruined. My Walther PPS M2 has been my pocket carry lately, while my FN 503 was sent away for preventative maintenance. I wanted the FN to look over it simply because of how beat up it's gotten. Like I said, I fell from a ladder at like 4:30 in the morning with this in my pocket at work, and because a stud gave out, and nothing happened. Round in the chamber, everything. Didn't even break my holster. It was unbelievable. I had a massive bruise in my thigh from the little claw right there, but it actually was unbelievable that I fell from the way I did, landed the way I did, and everything ended up being fine. Like I said, I carried my Walther PPS M2 as of late as my pocket carry, and it's actually really held up well. That's one of the things I like about the PPS. I just don't know as much about the PPS and parts, availability and stuff like that. But this is the way to go. These are all 400 and below, right? And then you throw yourself a nice $50 pocket holster. You have a pocket carry setup that's a workhorse, meant to be beat up, has years and years of reliability and testing, and are just great overall firearms that, because people have moved on from, you can now get for a great value. And like I said, they've all been reliable, all been awesome firearms. Like I said, my FN 503 has been my go-to. And another thing I want to touch on is you're going to say, oh, well, what about capacity? This right here is an 8+1 setup. Very small, very, very thin, very, very light. You carry with Civil Liberty defense rounds, and you have a super light package that is packing a ton of power. But here's the thing. If you're at work, chances are you're going to be in a safer environment, right? You know the people you're working with, or you've seen them around, or they just have respect for what you're doing. You're not walking into some group of thugs or some gangsters or some wannabes or someone trying to rob you or jack you. That just doesn't tend to happen on job sites. Everyone's got a common goal. They're trying to work together and get everything done. You don't see that. There are arguments and stuff like that break out, but they're never anything crazy. So in my opinion, 6+1 of anything will get you out of that situation. Carry a backup mag. Do what you got to do. And if you're carrying a backup mag, pocket carry at a dirty place, get some ammo armor, which someone put me onto, and I ordered a bunch. That is a way to protect your other mag from having the same issues: dirt, debris, lint, and gunk. But always test your firearms that you're going to be pocket carrying. Maintain them, clean them, keep them nice and oiled, nice and lubed. Like I said, get a safe pocket holster. If you're working somewhere that's active and you're moving around a lot and bending over, trust me, just have that peace of mind. And this is not print. It looks honestly like a cell phone. When it's in your pocket, it's literally the shape of a cell phone. So no one will ever suspect it. It's a great way to carry. You can still get to your firearm. I've demonstrated that many times. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.